Hello everyone, it is Adam Ferns here. That actually sounds like a great intro. I probably would be going with that for the duration of the foreseeable future. I'm bringing you today with a new video, yay! And this is going to be the only one in the while because I normally record when I'm home alone and my dad is coming home. Not like that's a bad thing, but due to a certain outbreak, he will be home until further notice, and I have tried recording with him in the house a couple of times, but it doesn't really go well. So this might be the last video for a while. But if I can upload, like when he's actually gone outside, yeah, I will upload. But that's also when my mum's out as well. But this is Battle of the Beasts, episode 41. And this one is one which I want to take my time to get done, because after this one is episode 42, and I'm not looking forward for the matchup. I'll explain more on that at the end of this battle. But now we focus on this battle, which is Krabb, Master of the Sea. Oh my god, get rid of that light. That didn't do anything. Krabb, Master of the Sea, that is the best I could do. And Voltrex, the two-headed octopus. These beasts are well known for defeating Krabb. Well, Voltrex defeated Sepron and Krabb defeated Doomskull back in round 1. Madara defeated Arachnid, Torgor beaten Ursus, I believe. I'll be doing that at the start of each video after I introduce the beast, and also I just realised I forgot the introduction that Lucas made for me for this series. Sorry? Sorry, Lucas. Yeah. Voltrex versus Krabb. Now, as you guys know, this will take place in the combat arena, which, if you do not know, spoiler alert, by the way. So, I'm not going to say what book it was introduced in, but I will say it when the timer hits 2 minutes 45, so skip forward 10 seconds now. The combat arena was made in, it was introduced in the Vortex Skeleton Warrior book. Done. Okay, that was... Welcome back to the people that didn't want to see a spoiler. That was really quick. I did, because I stuttered a lot in that, explaining where that combat arena thing is from. But, here we are. Krabb versus Voltrex. So, the combat arena, I imagine, can change battlefield layout, kind of like a Pokemon League stadium. So this one's going to be like water field. So okay, the battlefield is going to be a water. Oh my god, it's like a Pokemon battle. The battlefield is going to be like a water area, and yeah, it's just a water area because both of these beasts are underwater beasts. So okay, let's get into this. So we're going to close your eyes and let me weave you a tale of how one beast defeats the other. That is such an old joke, actually. I've done this so many times. So yeah, let's get started. We open up with Voltrex at one end of the arena and Krabb at the other. They see each other. They charge towards each other. I believe Voltrex is... No! I think Krabb is the larger beast out of this, actually. They both charge forward at each other. Krabb scuttles towards them, and Krabb is one of the few crabs on Earth that can actually scuttle forwards. Sorry for the change subject, but just imagine a crab on a beach watching a human on a beach just walking, and the crab would be like, "How the hell do they do that? How do they do that?" No, Krabb can actually walk forwards. So yay, scuttle. Voltrex just swims forwards, I guess. And right when they're about to collide, Voltrex wraps his tentacles around the Krabb's front legs and pincers, so he can't use them. But Krabb is smart and cunning, lifts up his middle legs because he has 6. So the 2 middle legs are the the legs are in the middle on each side of the 3 legs. I think you know what I mean. So these are his legs. It's these ones, and he impales them into the tentacles around his claws or pincers to release the grip, and it works. Then Krabb uses his pincers and grabs the tentacles that are wrapped around his legs, his front legs anyway, or front feet, whatever they are, and just snaps them clean off. Not the first time Voltrex lost a limb or something, isn't it? Don't worry, they get healed at the end of each battle. If they win. So Voltrex is now down to 6 tentacles. Oh, I remember all this counting from the last beast battle I had with Voltrex in. I had to count all the tentacles. And Voltrex, obviously enraged with losing 2 of his tentacles, fights back by wrapping his tentacle, or one of his tentacles, around one of Krabb's legs again, pulls it forward, and uses his beak to bite one of the legs clean off. Like, just a full-on disembodiment, I think. I think that's the wrong word, but I couldn't really think of a word. I was going to say decapitation, but that's not it. Not yet. Not for Krabb anyway, because Krabb can't get decapitated. He might, but... Moving back on. Krabb lifts up his other front leg and stabs into Voltrex's tentacle again. But this time, instead of actually just making him lose his grip, because he would have lost his leg, he digs that claw straight through the tentacle into the sandy floor of the arena. Voltrex gets another tentacle, wraps around Krabb's other front leg, and this time just constricts it to just make Krabb lose all feeling in it. It works, but Krabb is cunning. Krabb is very cunning. I said this before. And whilst Voltrex distracted with that, both of his heads anyway, he fails to notice that Krabb is actually using his pincers to grab another tentacle that was actually nearby. No, sorry, not that. Oh, damn it! I'm really bad at this today. I don't know what's wrong with me. Krabb gets one of his claws and just chops off another tentacle belonging to Voltrex. So I believe Voltrex is down to 5 tentacles left. Voltrex loses his grip on the leg, and the tentacle that Krabb cut off was the one that Krabb pinned down. Man, this is a really bad description. I'm sorry about this. So Voltrex, obviously annoyed now, gets 2 of his tentacles and wraps it around the body of Krabb, trying to constrict him as much as Voltrex can. But due to Krabb's hard shell, the poisonous thorns, I believe they aren't actually doing anything on Krabb. Like, they're not going into him. Krabb, obviously unfazed, decides to just let Voltrex have his fun. But when Voltrex is about to bite down on his head with his beak, that's when Krabb steps in and lifts up both his pincers and actually holds Voltrex's top and bottom mouth open with his claws, pinching right into him, which cuts through the skin, causing Voltrex to reel back in pain, letting go of Krabb completely. During this part where Voltrex is just trying to recover, Krabb scuttles away and completely out of Voltrex's view. Voltrex is looking for Krabb, both sides, and by the time they notice where Krabb is, above one of the Voltrex heads, it's too late. Krabb has landed... Well, sorry. I need to actually check with the Holy Bible which of those beasts is actually larger. Because sorry, bear with me for a sec. Oh god. Okay, now I need to find the damn book. Oh, there you are. There you are. So, sorry about this, but I keep saying Krabb is bigger than Voltrex, but I think Voltrex might be bigger than Krabb now. Sorry about this. Now I need to remember my alphabet. Okay, this is K. 277, that's quite large. And Voltrex, you're this way, past that one, past that one, past that one. There you are. Yeah, Krabb is larger. So instead of being on top of Voltrex like I thought originally, Krabb is behind Voltrex and uses his pincers on either hand to go onto the outer eyes on Voltrex's head each and just stab right into them with his pincers, blinding him on the outside, meaning he can only use his inside eye. So on one eye will be this, on the other eye will be that. And as quickly as Krabb could, he does the same thing on the inner eyes. Krabb is now completely blind. No. Voltrex is now completely blind. Krabb jumps up and... Oh god, phone's ringing. Oh my god, I'm really sorry about this. Bear with me for a second. I never really had this many interruptions. Okay. No answer. Okay. I'll just put the phone here just in case. I think it may be my parents. Okay, yay. If it is, then I don't know. But yeah, I need to wrap this up then. I'm sorry for all these interruptions. This is a new interruption on me. But anyway, Krabb jumps up from behind Voltrex and lands in front of him again. This time he puts his pincers on parts of Voltrex's mouth that he didn't break and just shuts Voltrex's mouth where he won't be at risk of being bitten. And as quickly as he could, he uses each pincer at a time to just shut it completely with both pincers keeping the mouth shut. And all 5 of Voltrex's tentacles are going for Krabb now, wrapping around the pincers and legs. But Krabb still has enough strength in his pincers to just break Voltrex's jaw. Voltrex reels back again, but just before that, Krabb gets one of his legs, impales one of Voltrex's tentacles, and uses pincers to grab another 2. With the snapping of the pincers, 2 more tentacles are lost, along with one last snap, which snaps another one off. 2 tentacles left on Voltrex, so I believe is how many he had left in the Sephiron fight. Apart from this time, Krabb finishes this, and this time he jumps above Voltrex, lands on top of him, and uses all of his legs to dig into separate parts of Voltrex, and gets in his claws, one at a time, pinching the middle, where the spikes are on Voltrex, so the middle right there, and pulling up, doing again, but deeper, pulling up. You get the message. It's just like, Krabb is literally digging inside Voltrex right now. And I think that goes without saying, I think I don't need to give any more description because I think it's obvious Voltrex has died. Whether it's from the mouth breaking, eyes going blind, the amount of tentacles that came off, or, well, I know octopi can regenerate limbs, but due to a rule we had with Epos, you can't regenerate in a battle. Because if that's the case, Epos would have won hers anyway. But no, Krabb won. So Voltrex has died. Cause of death, I'm gonna say, was when Krabb just started pulling out Voltrex's intestines. I know there's a word from this. I believe it's Escurate? Disemboweled, I believe it is. I'm not sure, but I think it happened to another beast. And if it is another beast, I believe it was a Mictus. Or was the one after that or before? I don't know. Epos may have got disemboweled. I'm not sure. But anyway, the winner is Krabb, Master of the Sea. And the loser is Voltrex, the two-headed octopus. I will be honest, I originally did plan this for Voltrex to win. But when I was actually thinking about this, Krabb had a hard shell around his back where his internal organs are, which was the key deciding point for me to go like, okay, the fawns won't be able to go through that because they're not that powerful. So, yeah. Due to that, Krabb won and Voltrex lost. And that is the end of this video. Please go to Adam Fern's archive, see the rest of this series along with the actual playlist of the series on that channel, along with all my other videos. And I'll see you for the next Battle of the Beast tournament, which will be, oh gosh, Vespic the Wasp Queen versus Carnivora the Winged Scavenger. And if you don't know, these two are my favourite books of all time. And to have them go against each other this early in the tournament, I'm not looking forward to it. I think it's obvious which one the winner will be, but I'll give it the best battle I can. Anyway, that's all for this time. If you liked what you saw or heard, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, press the notification bell down in the corner below, and I'll see you next time.